Welcome back. This is Dr. Kimbrough, and this is the third segment of our Dance for Everybody workshop. We are going to talk about counting and how to count music and how to use that to help yourself create movements that go with the music. So most fitness music that you would purchase or use for a traditional aerobics class like step aerobics or aerobic dance is formatted in what's called 32 count format. So there are typically 8 counts 4 times before there's a shift in the sound of the music, and you can typically hear it. So kind of a typical tempo in step aerobics music is between 120 and 132 beats or counts per minute. Normally, if you're doing some type of dancing on the floor, fitness dancing, it's higher than that. It might be between 130 and 160 beats per minute. So a typical 8 count would be about this speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for a minute, pretend that you're doing jumping jacks. So you're standing up, and the up motion is 1, and the down motion is 2. So you would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So during one 8 count, you would do 4 jumping jacks. If you were marching, you would actually take 8 steps. So every time your foot hit the ground, it would be 1 count. So that would be right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. That's an 8 count. So traditional fitness music is set up this way, but the type of music we usually use in physical education is not necessarily set up this way. What it does have is 8 counts. What it doesn't have are neat packages of 4 sets of 8 counts. So popular music, unless it's a waltz, it is usually countable by 8s. Sometimes the bridges or the pauses or the breaks in the music don't fit that format. So sometimes they pause and then it comes in with a heavy beat or a strong beat that you can hear to start another 8 count. So just so you know, waltz music sounds something like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That is a type of music. Not very many songs are produced that way. If you hear something on the radio that doesn't sound like it just has a constant steady beat that you could tap your toe, it might be a waltz. So listen if it has a strong accent on 1 and then 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, then it's a waltz. What we're going to be focusing on is not waltz music, but music that uses 8 counts. So what I'm going to have you do is a little exercise in watching a tutorial of how to do a simple dance that you can teach your students. This is a dance to Meghan Trainor's Dance Like Your Daddy. It was used for National Dance Day in 2016, and this is actually the choreography. So what I would like you to do is print out the screen right now that has these bullets, and then mark it. Each bullet is equivalent to 1 8 count in the music. So for example, as you're watching it and they show you, pump your left hand up, pull down diagonally twice, 1, 2 with the other hand, 3, 4 with the other hand, 5, 6 with the other hand, 7, 8. That took 8 counts, and that's the first orange bullet that you see. So what you're going to need to do now is pause this and go to your outline of the class that has this live link and watch the video and count the 8s. And this is actually a really easy dance that you can use that works to really just about any song. It doesn't have to be this song. If there are 8 counts, you could do this to it because every bulleted line is an 8 count. Okay, after you've done that, hopefully you already went and did the Dance Like Your Daddy. Now what I want you to do is look at the next live link in your handout. It's a song called Oh Cecilia by the Vamps, and I've provided a worksheet for you called Counting 101 Worksheet. So what you need to do is print the worksheet and watch the videos several times, okay? At least 3 times. And then watch the video again. This time, try to follow along with the written choreography with your finger on the page. So what I did in the right-hand column is I have a place where you can tally the number of 8 counts. So every time you hear an 8 count, you're making a tally mark. Once you have all the tallies for that line, put the number. So in the first line it says 4. Well, if there are 4 8 counts, that means there are 32 beats for that section. So this is broken up into pieces of choreography for you and to help you practice hearing the 8s and counting the 8s. So again, both of these live links for Dance Like Yo Daddy and Oh Cecilia are in the handouts. They're both on YouTube. They're both in the public domain. Thank you to the Dizzy Feet Foundation and Refit Rev for producing this choreography. And your homework for this assignment is to fill out the Counting 101 worksheet while watching Oh Cecilia, and then email it to me.